verse was about the First King 18, 41 to 46 is about Elijah. Have you read the scripture together with other congregation? Yes? No? Yes? So if you read that, the Elijah prayed to God. And then what he says here was, he bent down. Let me ask you this question. So who is praying to God? Yeah? How do you pray? Meaning that what kind of a posture? Do you pray just sitting position, or you lie down and then pray, or how do you pray? You raise your hand or you stand up? How do you pray? Just like that? Yeah, so in the scripture, this is how he did. Maybe someone can demonstrate how he did. He bent down to the ground and then put his face between knees. How is he praying? Can you imagine his posture? He says he bent down to the ground. I think he just did like that, and then put his face between his knees. He was like this. That's how his position of praying. Does the posture matter when you pray? Yeah, it doesn't matter. You can pray like that, or what about the place? Is place matter? You always have to come to the church to pray. Can you do it at home? Can you do it at school? Can you do it in a school bus? Can you do it at the restaurant? Can you do it when you are sitting with your friend? Yeah, you can do that. A posture or position doesn't matter. The place doesn't matter. Whenever you have a chance, you pray. Okay. The second, it says that. So the context of this story was he was talking to his the king in Israel. So at that time, what had happened was there was no rain for 3 years, and Elijah told the king that there will be rain. There will be rain eventually. So go get prepared. That's what he said. Nobody saw anything, whether it's going to be rain or not. There's no cloudy weather or whatsoever, but he just said to the God. Because he was told from God where is it? After a long time, in the third year, the word of the Lord came to Elijah. God, go and present yourself to Ahab. I will send rain. He heard this message from God, and he just told to the king, okay, there will be a rain. But nobody believed, but he believed what God said to him, and he just said it. So during your prayer or when you read the Bible, if you feel like the God is talking to you, maybe that's right. You can just act as you read, as you believed. That's the faith. The last one is, so when he said that, he started to pray again. And then while he was praying, can anybody hold him? It really distracted me. When he was praying, he asked his servant to go check if there is any sign of rain. The servant said, I don't see anything. Then he said, go back and check again. How many times he asked him to do that? 7 times. So let's assume on the 7th times, the servant came back and said, I don't see any cloud or whatsoever. Do you think he stopped saying, okay, maybe God doesn't listen to my prayer, maybe there won't be rain. Do you think he will do that or send back the servant again? What? So in the Bible, what it says was he sent his servant back to check if there is any sign of rain 7 times. On the 7th time, the servant saw the cloud. He said, there is a cloud. So, okay, he just acted after that. But I am asking you, on the 7th time, the servant came back and saw no cloud. And then how would Elijah react about that? Do you think he stopped praying and then, okay, whatever? Do you think he would do that? Or he said, okay, go back, check again, 8th or 9th or 10th times? He would go back. He would ask his servant to go back and then check again until he got the answer from the God. So that's the attitude you should have. Seventh time or eighth time, you may not heard of from God or from your parents that they promised to you. Keep asking until you get it. That's the attitude you should have toward the God. Sounds good? Now it's time to practice, okay?